Well, communities across the country, as we mentioned, have been called upon to prove they're America's best. The America's Best Communities competition began in 2014 with towns from across the U.S. signing up to share new solutions for challenges that face many rural communities. 15 of those rural communities have earned their way to the semifinals and are currently competing at America's Best Community Summit going on now in Durham, North Carolina. Today, the communities kind of make their Shark Tank type style pitch to expert judges on why their ideas have the greatest potential to revive their hometown. One such community is Wenatchee, Washington, where they're working to reduce poverty and further education in the region.
A very small percentage of our population is actually has any higher education training. We have a community college, but not really a base for a four-year college. And one of the other challenges is really around our high rate of poverty. We have, in one county, it's 27% of our children under the age of 18 live in poverty, below that federal poverty level. In the other county, it's about 19%. So combined, it's about 1 in 4 children living in poverty in the region. And that really became an alarming rate as we watched those numbers go up over the past decade.
At these issues have the entire community behind the effort to win the competition. They're making their pitch at the summit right now. RFD-TV is there. Let's head for a live look at the summit.
13,000 of these households live in poverty. 1 in 4 are children living in poverty. Housing costs have risen. The median home price in our valley has risen $67,000 in the course of 9 years. Our rent vacancies are at an all-time low of 1%. Compounding the issue, wildfires and the curtailment of the Alcoa Wenatchee works. 450 employees laid off, creating a $60 million economic loss. So what's the solution? Our valley, what's next? If we continue to look at ourselves as 2 communities, 2 cities, and 2 counties, we will fail to create the pathways that our citizens need for prosperity. We must recognize that we are interdependent. One community, one city, one county is not greater than the other. Both are mutually dependent on each other. We've taken the time to develop a common agenda. I believe that leadership begins with ownership. Inspiring the next generation of leaders to take ownership in our community is where success begins. Our demographics are changing. 29% of our community is Latinos. This is a historic
We're looking live at this ongoing competition. All 15 communities are vying to be selected as one of the 8 finalists for the hunt for a cash top prize of $3 million today. Be sure to tune in tomorrow when we announce the finalists right here on Market Day Report.